You know, what if stones could actually talk? Well, today, we're going to a place where they practically shout the stories of entire empires. We're headed to the incredible Drobeta-Turnu Severin fortress in Romania, a single spot that has been a silent witness to almost 2,000 years of history.
So, think about this for a second. What if you could read a history book that wasn't written on paper, but was built from stone? That's really the question at the heart of our story today. Because the walls of this one fortress, they contain these distinct chapters of conquest, culture, and power, written by three totally different empires. And, you guessed it, we're about to read them all.
And hey, don't go picturing some dusty, forgotten ruin, okay? This place is very much alive. It draws huge crowds as one of Romania's top tourist spots. But to really get why people flock here today, we've got to travel back in time and uncover the epic story that makes it so unique.
All right, so grab your virtual brushes and trowels because we're about to go on an archaeological dig through time. We're going to start by examining the surface, the most recent history, and then we'll carefully dig down, layer by layer, until we hit the bedrock of its creation.
So our timeline is actually running in reverse. We'll start with the elegant touches of the 18th century, then we'll dig down into the brutal, no-nonsense fortifications of the Middle Ages until we finally reach the very foundation laid by the mighty Roman Empire way back in the 2nd century. Our dig starts right now.
The very top layer of our dig, this reveals the 18th century. This is when the fortress got like a Baroque makeover. I want you to picture elegant new structures and these ornate restorations being layered right on top of the ancient battle-scarred stone. It's just a fascinating blend of refined art and rugged military history, all in one.
Okay, let's dig deeper. We're going past the Baroque layer, down into the Middle Ages. Now, this was an era of constant warfare, and you can see it written all over the stone. Conquering powers like the Hungarians and later the Ottomans, they didn't just move in, they transformed the place, adding massive new walls, imposing towers, and a deep defensive moat. This was all about brute strength. And when I say massive, how massive are we talking? Over 4 meters thick. That's more than 13 feet of solid stone. I mean, just think about that for a second. This wasn't just a wall to keep people out. It was a statement. It was an almost impenetrable bastion designed to just crush the spirit of any attacking army.
And now, we've hit it, the foundation. We're at the very bottom of our dig. Before all that Baroque elegance, before the medieval might, there was this, a strategic stronghold laid down by the Roman Empire. This is where the entire story of this fortress truly begins.
And the evidence? It's just unmistakable. The Romans left their architectural DNA everywhere. You can see it in the classic arches and the crumbling columns. But you know what's really amazing? It's the smaller finds, fragments of stunning mosaics, and even the coins that Roman soldiers would have carried around in their pockets. These aren't just artifacts. They're a direct link to the people who walked these grounds nearly 2,000 years ago.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question. Why here? What was so special about this one spot on the map that made three of history's greatest empires, the Romans, the Hungarians, the Ottomans, so determined to control it?
Well, the answer is all about strategic geography. The fortress sits right at the intersection of crucial land and river routes, controlling the Iron Gates gorge of the Danube River. See, to control this fort was to control the flow of trade, supplies, and armies. For any empire with big ambitions in the region, it wasn't just a prize, it was an absolute necessity.
And nothing, I mean nothing, shows this clash of cultures more clearly than this. Inside the very same walls, you can stand in a well-preserved Roman amphitheater that was built for gladiatorial contests back in the 2nd century, and then you can turn around and see an elegant Ottoman mosque built for prayer centuries later. It's just this powerful physical reminder of how this fortress became a fusion of worlds, with each new empire literally building its legacy right on top of the last.
But the story of this fortress isn't just about grand empires and epic battles. It's also a place of mystery and legend. And honestly, it's these smaller secrets, the ones hidden beneath the stones, that truly bring its history to life.
For example, deep beneath the fortress, there's an incredible network of underground tunnels, just perfect for exploring. Its dramatic look has also caught the eye of filmmakers, and it's been a backdrop for movies and TV shows. And, for all you ghost hunters out there, local legend says that if you listen really closely on a quiet night, you can still hear the echoes of the Roman legions who first broke ground here.
So let's come back to the present day. After all those centuries of conflict and change, how is this incredible legacy being preserved for the future?
While today, the fortress is no longer a military outpost, but a cherished cultural treasure. It's a state-owned public museum, it's a protected landmark, and it's a vault for priceless artifacts, rare books, and art. Basically, its mission has shifted from waging war to preserving the very stories we've talked about today for generations to come.
So we've peeled back the layers of this incredible place, from its Baroque elegance through its medieval might, all the way down to its Roman foundation. But it leaves you with one final, tantalizing question. With so much history packed into one place, what other stories are still buried beneath the stones, just waiting to be discovered?